welcome to Gabe's Games. Thank you so much for coming to see me play just a little bit more of Manor Lords today. Please like and subscribe. I'm just going to keep on going without having face cam for a bit. It's just going to be a little bit of an easier video slash series. Very simple, very fun. Just give me one moment. So I wanted to continue the series when I actually managed to get a few things really up and running. And this was it. So let's go. $9:55 and 10 o'clock. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Let's do this. Now I'm actually just about to make the next real development in my series here. So I've just about made the manor. So I'm very excited for that. And then once I have the manor, I can do a whole bunch of amazing things. And I can start to go over here and just build up castles, roads, walls, archery towers all along here. And really, there's only one place that the enemy can really attack me from, aside from, to the side. And if they come to the side, I just hold them off there. But they can attack me from anywhere here, really. Like, to the left of us, because there's kingdoms to the left, there's kingdoms above, etc., etc. So, thank you so much for watching. Let's do this. Now my manor is nearly complete, and there are so many good things about that. Because once I got my manor, what I can do is start to get treasury, and then once I have treasury, then things looking good for us. So what I am going to do straight up is upgrade every single baggage plot that can be potentially upgraded to a level 2 baggage plot to a level 2 baggage plot straight away, because then I'm going to be earning money. Okay. Oh, here. Next, none of these other places can actually be leveled up to level 2 yet. But one of them is almost there. Which place is almost there? We got, like, the food store supply for this baggage plot. And the food is in the fishing. And the food is in a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, how much money have I got? I've got $109. And I'm not really going to run out of wild animals. I'm going to run out of other stuff. No recent events. How good. So what I'm going to do is import food. And I think the food that I should import is apples. So when I get to 255, I'll start importing apples, and that will really change things. I have so much food though. I've got food for 6 months, so that's pretty good. And fuel for 17 months. I am set for food and fuel. And in the meantime, the manor is nearly finished. A new family started moving in. Yes! Upgrade to level 2. That is such good news. I'm gonna make a killing. There's so many baggage plots here which are actually set up for level 2 upgrades. And then, because this is all set up for level 2, what happens is it's just so good. I get so much money, I get on top of everything. Like my settlement is set up for success now, so that's really good. I always like a game like this in Age of Empires. It's always a lot of fun to start from the ground and build it up and just get on top of all of that kind of stuff. So I have 5 families now. Okay, now 5 families can get a lot of stuff done quickly, but 5 families is too much just for general construction. Like really, I shouldn't need 5 families just to exist around here. Like they'll get everything done really quickly. But anything from 3 to 4 families is a rate that I'm pretty happy with, which means that in everything else, I should start picking up the other things that I'm doing. So, what am I lacking? I have lots of timber, I have lots of planks, I have 2 stone. 3 eggs. I have lots of timber and lots of planks. So I don't need to take somebody off of the plank thing. And I would be making a lot of money off of salt. I suppose when I'm answering the question, what do I really need to upgrade my settlement further? There's a lot of salt there. I suppose what I have to figure out first is, what do I want to build? And once I have the answer for what I want to build, then I can go from there. So, I can make a lot of money off of salt, right? Let's have a look and see when the next salt person is coming back. Okay, so there's clearly a designated merchant who's coming in for salt, and I'm going to make a lot of money off of salt when he comes by. And I have tons and tons of salt, which will give me more money, which will do a whole bunch of excellent things. No matter what happens, how much stone do I have? No matter what happens in future, I'm actually going to need stone. I'm going to put 1 person on the stonecutter cat because I'm going to actually need it regardless of whatever else happens. And to be honest, I could probably use some clay as well. So let's start with that, because that's going to help me out just in general later. Okay, now the burgage plot is now level 2, which is excellent. Now, we have plenty of families. What I need is the ability to build blacksmiths. And to build blacksmiths. Okay, that's a burgage plot that's level 2. Okay. Now to build a blacksmith, I require 2 tools. Everything is going super well, but to get tools, the smithy and the bloomery need a person. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really need people to hurry up with building my settlement anymore. My settlement is built. It's fantastic. So all I really need to do now is just focus on the other stuff. I'm gonna need more stone for future things to think about. Probably also going to need a clay deposit to create this thing, because memory serves, you guys use clay and they use the iron slab. Regardless, somebody in here is going to need to be busy. But if I don't really need the clay deposit, then let's get somebody out of there for the time being. 3 families can keep the town running. I'm happy with everything right now. And as well as that, what's going to happen is that I'm just going to make a whole bunch of money. And once I feel like it, I'll start putting 2 or 3 people inside here, and then it'll keep going. Let's fast forward by 4. In the meantime, the logging camp continues. And it's good. I'm building trees at the same time as I'm cutting them down, so that's going to be good news. In fact, I will build 1 more forest this hunt. I want to start building trees at the same rate as I'm knocking them down. Okay. Lack of administrative buildings, take 10. That's not going to be a problem for long. And as well as that, again, we're going to do the good old thing that I like to do, which is baggage plots, baggage plots, baggage plots. I have the material for it, but not the space. There you go. And they can just gradually build as time goes by. There you go. Three families will keep this town running. Lots of loggers are logging. In fact, what I will do is if there are 2 loggers in one of these log huts, I'll take one of the loggers out, because I don't need 2 loggers. Like, logging camp, woodcutter's lodge, woodcutter's lodge. Logging camp. Do I have 2 people in here? No, I have 1. That's fine. Keep on logging, loggers. Keep on logging. Okay, I'm also just going to do 1 more little well, just because I can. Okay, now I've made some money, but I'm not quite there yet. Let's fast forward by 4. Once I've got the manor built, things are going to be looking good, so I'm putting on highest priority. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Construction finished manor. Oh wow! There you go. New family joined inside of the manor. Fantastic. Now let's have a look at the taxes. Now, the land tax and the tithe. Now, how does this go again? Land tax is what? Collected from regional wealth. Percentage of surplus food that is given to the church. Percentage of surplus food that is given to the church. Do I have surplus food? Yes, I do. And monthly taxation options, predicted approval, loss. That's my population is fairly happy with me. My public order is really good. Let's start off with 10% land tax. Trade tax is collected from regional wealth. So there you go, I have 26 now. Your personal money, usually collected from taxes via the manor, can be used for diplomacy, hiring soldiers, mercenaries, as well as for settling a new region. Okay, so now we're talking. Now I just need to create as many different level 2 baggage plots as possible. As many as I can. Okay, so creating level 3 baggage plots would be excellent, but first I need to focus on creating as many level 2 baggage plots as possible. And still, I only really need 3 people doing the building as things go by. Am I correct in assuming that to create a level 3 baggage plot, we need 4 roof tiles? Roof tiles not entirely sure, it's not a problem. Mining pit +1. I might as well. I think typically if you have a broad understanding of life and knowledge and other things, it's good if when you play a game like this, if you have a broad farming arrangement, you'll typically actually get good results in a game like this, because you'll actually just continuously be looking at all of the different things that you can buy, upgrade, create, etc. So, baggage plot level 2. Now, I need the tavern supply. How many eggs do I have? Because I usually have more than enough eggs. And as well as that, I'm continuously making fish, so having eggs is not as important to me, clearly, as having the other stuff. I have so many fish. So many fish. And that's not going to stop. So I don't need to worry about that. I can change some of these egg farms into different farms, and or do you know what would be better than that? This. I'm gonna start creating a few different brewery extensions because I can. Which will help the town grow. And once this place is a level 2 baggage plot as well, I'll get some brewery extensions over there also. Seems like that is something that can only really be done with a certain thing. Tithe paid goods given away, 11 influence increased. Policies available. Good. Now, the populace isn't happy by a small amount. Let's decrease the tithe there slightly. Land tax I'm happy with. And let's focus on getting everybody as happy as possible. There's a lot of good stuff happening, and very soon, the one thing that I really need to get in addition to everything else is I need an extra source of food. So, as soon as I can, I'll do that. Let's fast forward a little bit. I also just want to see, can I now hire an army? Because I'm going to need that. Hire mercenaries. Now I can hire an army. Okay, so that's not going to be a problem. Any, battle that I need to fight coming up, I'm going to be set. So I don't need to worry about that anymore. I'm not ready to take over anybody else's kingdom, but right now I just really need to build up my settlement. Once I got my settlement sorted, then everything will go well. So, no need to worry about fighting any kingdoms. No need to worry about other stuff right now. My treasury will be high enough in just a moment, and I still have a little bit of an army left over to actually go and fight a battle to defend this place should I need. I don't like what's happening yet, so I was saying I should focus on building up my mana. Nah, I still only just won the last battle. Only just. Okay. So until I have the army that I'm really looking for, I'm going to be a bit more cautious. Clay is being mined. If there's a resource that I can do with that, it's clay. Clay farmer, get out of there for a minute and go and do something different. And, cool with your time. The stone cutter camp has done his job. This guy, no need to do anything more, dude. You've done your duty. So now I have 3 families, and 3 is all I need to keep everybody busy. But in the meantime, there are other baggage plots which will be built as time goes by, etc., etc. I don't want to build further this way, and rather build further this way, and I'm continuing to do that, so I'm going to do one more here. another ruler's army is sighted. That's fantastic, but I'm not ready to fight them yet. Really, I'm not. Okay. So, market food variety, market clothing variety, and church level. All pretty good. Now, I wanted to actually improve the food in my settlement, which was going to be done by buying apples. I'm just waiting until I can buy apples. In the meantime, they're doing their thing. And I have some good soldiers and, some melee units willing to die in the retinue, but what I really need now, please, is I need the tools. Why can't I get the tools? Do not understand why I am lacking in tools. Quite literally put somebody in the bloomery and here. This guy creates tools. What does he need to... Okay, the baggage pods are constructed, fantastic, but what does he need to create tools? Tools are created from an iron slab. Am I not importing iron slabs? We'll get one of those just for the sake of it. And I'll put cool. I will put one horse at the trading post, just because I'll assign a horse at the trading post. That should be good. Now the tannery's doing a good job. What am I thinking here? I wanted to permanently assign something somewhere. Upgrade to a large granary. I think I should upgrade my storehouse to a large storehouse at some point, but I'm not sure. Oh, I've already upgraded to a large storehouse. That's pretty good news. These are small stables and are awesome. Ooh, advanced. Ale. Now, it's a waste of everything to do this, but I have the materials for it. It's a wait, look, might as well preempt it. I'm just gonna put it on absolute, very low priority. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Nice. Now, if I wanted to upgrade to one of the other things, I need to, the food store is apparently sorted, which means I don't really need to start ordering more food, so that's good. tavern supply needs to be higher, but the clothing supply also needs to be higher. But these guys, for whatever reason, they maybe just don't have as good access to the road or whatever it is. They're not quite as happy. Food store supply and tavern supply. Okay, why do I still only have one family? Pantry's full, baggage, plot level 1. Not a problem, okay. Construction finished, baggage, plot. Family's moved in to that place, fantastic. There's still only one person. And in the meantime, I have a good amount of foresters doing their job and loggers and woodcutters continuously doing their job, which is exactly what I need. Now, logging camp. Um, um, construction finished, baggage plot level 2. And one of the pantries is full, but that won't be a problem because we have the other thing as well, which is the large granary, which is under construction, which is going to be in a very long process to finish. Okay, so things are looking pretty good here, to be honest. But I still can't find tools. Production limit. I don't want a production limit. Tools. I have people in here for a reason. Make me a tool or an iron slab. Don't understand. Oh, they're off plowing by hand. There's a family here. One is waiting, one is praying, one is going home. They're not doing their job, and so they're not creating me the tools. And once I have the tools, then the rest is sorted. So I want to arm my troops by creating the 2 tools, and then once I have the 2 tools, I can figure out the rest, right? And I have a bowyer's workshop here, and I want them to focus on creating this, but to do that, I need iron parts. The only place they can create iron parts is a blacksmith, and the blacksmith needs tools, so I'm missing tools. So I'm going to start importing tools. But I need 510 wealth for that. Look, that's gonna happen. I'm at 263 wealth as well anyway. I'm nearly halfway there. And I'm continuing to make money. on importing ale for everybody, which is going to help with the general everything of the village. I told myself that before I was going to do anything else, I was going to start importing a different kind of food, because all of these places here should be, I love the word should, it's a great word, should be increasing in food stall and everything else supply, and really they're just not. Like, they really should be, but they aren't. So apple orchard, well, that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind saving these two places to create an apple orchard in the backyard. To be honest, so I'll avoid getting anything for these guys at the moment, at least, because it's kind of good farmland. But I have 292. Okay, to import tools, I need 500 bucks. Then once I import the tools, I can create the blacksmith. And then once I have the blacksmith, I can create the archers, and then all of life is good. And I almost have the money that I need to do the thing. What is this? Influence. 981. Well, that is cool. So in the meantime, I have 7 warbows and nothing else of note. New mercenary company is available. Ooh, look at that money. Taxation takes 6. Well, I'm sorry, I need that money, guys. How can I improve everybody else's happiness otherwise? Because nobody seems to be moving in. Goods given away. Well, let's stop giving away the goods, for starters. I think that that's going to be a start. Well, look at that. People are still moving in, so it's not really that much of a problem. Now, what does church level +2 mean? Oh, I need clay rooftops. Well, that's something I'm going to look at as well. And then I just got a whole bunch of money. I'm going to wait until I can actually buy what I need to buy, and then I'll go from there. Take 3 for approval based on food store supply. Alright. Now the food stall is filled with fish only. I see the problem. No common goods stall. Yeah, there's a common goods stall and there's a fish food stall. We really need more food. And not more fish. We have plenty of fish. We need. Is the. Oh, how do I do this? 10 out of 12. Cool.
actually have a stall that you can just set up. You know, like that's normally how this works. But okay, requirements not met in so many of these places, and the requirement is food, and the food stall shortage is there. It's the food stall supply. At least one type of food available at the marketplace. They get their food from the granary. Well, let's finish the granary construction. I think that's the problem. Let's finish the granary construction, and then once the granary construction is done, then everybody can stop being so hungry. But if food is the problem, then look, we have so much fish. Let's utilize that. And in fact, if that is what is also happening here, let's take one person. Look, the foresters are doing a fantastic job. Let's move one forester away. Hold on. Everybody's not happy with food? Everybody is not happy with food. Okay, well, food stall shortage is basically at least one type of food at the marketplace, at least two types of food at the marketplace. Everybody has enough food to eat, but it's about market food that they are missing. So, if I'm missing market food, well, I imagine that the right thing to do is to buy food, right? Can I set up a market stall for this? Trade post. Okay. Apples. I'm eventually going to do an apple orchard, in which case I can actually just sell the apples, so at least let's go. Import. Apples. So that'll fix the food shortage, theoretically. And we have public order, which is great. Market food variety +4, and now suddenly... Oh, everybody hated the food because I was taking food away. I was taking away food. And because the granary is under construction... Oh, okay, well let's fast forward by 4. This will fix the problem. I've got 15 occupied, 27 constructed, and 14 under construction. So it's not about making more baggage plots. Now it's just about increasing my population's happiness, which is going to be due to trade, due to food. So it's market food variety, market clothing variety, and church level. Oh, as well as that, actually, it's all of these things that actually makes people happy. Tavern supply, church level, food supply. Excessive food needs to be moved to a granary, otherwise workers may stop production. The overflowing store is vulnerable to weather damage. I understand, that's why I got the granary to be constructed immediately. Let's go! Exposed stocks are getting soaked, fisherman's hut. Come on, finish it, finish it, finish it. Alright, come on, finish the granary and then we can go from there. And then I'll finish everybody's food problem. Come on! Baggage plot level 1 is constructed, excellent, but first, the large granary needs to be constructed, please. All of the things that are going to make my populace happy are these things, and food is the number one most important thing, and the granary needs to be constructed for that. Allow market store setup. Finish off the granary, please. And then once that's done, then everybody will stop complaining about their lack of everything. Come on. Dude, somebody just come over and finish it. Like, what's going on? Okay. New mercenary companies available. Treasury change registered. I have made so much money. I can hire out everybody if I need to. Well, actually, speaking of that then, to be honest, the large granary is finally constructed. Okay, now I have so many options. Well, to start off with, everybody's been complaining about food for a very long period of time, so let's put 2 people and 2 food stalls, and that will calm everybody down. Really, to get to level 3, you want 3 food stalls, but let's start off over here. So, tavern supply. Tavern in the region with available ale. Ooh, I actually do need to build a tavern then. I can't just get the other stuff. I actually do need. Like, this has got plenty of food. They like the amount of food store. Water access, clothing. That's the next thing that I need to get as well. I need to import clothes. But, now hold on. Small tavern. Workers supply ale up to 15 baggage plots.
Now, 6. Yeah, this is better because we actually have food stores now. And the food stores are going to have a whole bunch of fish and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, let's have a look. Construction forester's hut. Oh, that's good news as well. Okay. Expand living space. Yeah, but have it on like, eventually, bro, eventually. It's not my problem right now. Not my problem right now. Not my problem. So I have so much money. The money can be used for a number of different things. Black area is empty. Oh, trust me, there'll be something. Now, if I hire a really expensive army, let's say I hire the Ravenous Vultures. Upfront for each month of service. So I would own them for a month and we could use them to beat back any enemy. And I still don't have the thing. Is any place being claimed? If I was to gather my troops and hire an army and do the thing, I could probably fight a different army for the right to a region. But I don't think that my region here is properly settled yet. So everybody's concern around food stalls is about to be fixed. The large granary is about to be fixed. The forester's hut has been constructed. The baggage plot is made. Mana. Tavern supply. Oh, I really need a tavern to fix this. Food varieties 27%, fuel, clothing's 40. What do I need to do here? Tavern supply means I need to actually build a tavern and furnish the tavern with ale somehow. I'm already building one though, aren't I? Let's hurry up the construction of this.
this is the number of fish that I'm getting. I'm hoping I'm selling fish because, my word, I would make a killing. Yeah, look. This it's so like you can just never make completely the right choice. There's always something to think about, you know. I don't know. Let me think about this. I need public approval. Don't mind me, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm constructing burgage plots, right? And as I construct these burgage plots, then people will move in, then my population will increase. But I have a number of baggage plots right now which are not filled, and they are not filled because the public approval is low. The public approval is low because the water access is average, the fuel stall and food stall is okay. Okay, so this is what I need to do. One more well. Well. And the highest priority is going to be on building the small tavern. So let's fast forward by 4. And I just made a whole bunch of money. Money. I'm going to save hiring out the army until I really need to hire out the army. And that's going to happen when I'm attacked next and or I get to challenge a region for conquest. But I need the blacksmith's workshop, which can only seemingly happen a different way. Okay. Alright. So, food stall is being sorted. Church level is good. The clothing stall is the other thing that I need to improve. Okay, so I need the clothing stall, which means I need to import clothes. Like, I'll get all of this done, but first I really just need to I need to buy tools, bro. I need to buy tools. Hurry up. Generic storage full. Mining pit. Yeah, I know. Alright. Come on. Somebody's not happy with something. What are they not happy with? Can't please everybody. Foods. Oh, don't worry, that'll be fixed in just a second anyway. So much different kinds of foods coming up. Okay, hold. Okay, hold thy horses. Slow down. Slow down. Right now, I am interested in improving public approval. Public approval is dropping because they don't have enough fuel and because they don't have enough clothes. How and or why do you not have enough fuel? Oh, because by this point I've built so many other things. Okay. Let's put somebody else there. Produces firewood, which is the fuel that you're looking for, and then everything else will be hunky-dory. The forest is hut. You're still gonna keep on foresting. To be honest, instead of having 2 people in each, I think I would encourage 1 person in all of these. And also, to be honest, I have been logging for a very long period of time. How many logs do I have now? I surely have enough logs. 1 timber. Apparently I don't have enough. Apparently I don't have a surplus of logs. Why are you guys running short on fuel? Why fuel? I have firewood. It's because the large storehouse doesn't have enough people. That's why. It's not because I don't have enough fuel. I have plenty of fuel. I don't need another person cutting down trees. Although, to be honest, it might actually be beneficial if I put 1 woodcutter there and 1 woodcutter here. The loggers can keep on logging, everything else can keep on doing what it's doing. Large granary is doing its thing, and they're going to do it quite successfully. What are you unhappy with, sir? You have no fuel and you have very little clothes. Aha. I will fix that for you in just a moment. Now, let's see. I'm going to buy the thing. Decreases journey time to nearby trade points. I suppose that's for us exporting goods to be sold. Who knows? To be honest. Alright! I think I finished this video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. This has just been a lot of fun, and I suppose... Ooh, actually, let's have a look. Common goods stall. Now, was that what I was waiting for? Common goods.
that is, I think, what I was waiting for. Everybody was complaining about, oh, I don't have enough fuel, I don't have enough food, I don't have enough everything. Well, now, you can stop complaining. But, yeah, I'll see you next time in Gabe's Games.